Fundamentals of financial education. How to develop a smart financial mindset and avoid common mistakes. The journey to a prosperous financial life begins with a solid foundation of a smart financial mindset. Many of us learn to handle money in a practical way, but not necessarily with a strategic and intelligent approach. This is the first essential step. Understanding that financial education is not just about making money, but about managing it in the best possible way. How to develop a smart financial mindset. Smart financial mindset starts with challenging and reshaping limiting beliefs we may have about money. Many people grow up with the idea that money is not for everyone, or that money is dirty, which can create barriers in their relationship with prosperity. Overcoming these beliefs and replacing them with positive and constructive thoughts is the starting point. Another crucial aspect is understanding that money is a tool, not an end in itself. When we see money merely as something to be earned without understanding its real value, we may fall into consumerism traps or become prisoners of our paycheck at the end of the month. Therefore, financial education is a continuous process that requires self-awareness and discipline. Avoiding common mistakes. Many people make financial mistakes that could be avoided with a bit more reflection. Some of the most common ones include living beyond your means. This happens when we spend more than we earn, creating unnecessary debt. The key here is to learn to live within your limits and set a budget that is realistic for your financial situation. Not distinguishing between needs and wants. Sometimes, we confuse what is truly necessary with what is just a fleeting desire. A good practice is to analyze each purchase before making it, asking yourself whether you really need it or if it is just an impulsive want. Ignoring the importance of saving and investing. Many people focus only on spending or paying off debts, without thinking about the future. However, building an emergency fund and investing for the long term are financial decisions that can change your trajectory. How to put it into practice. To develop a smart financial mindset, it is important to start with small, consistent actions. A simple first step would be to start tracking your expenses. Write down everything you spend in a day, and you will be surprised at how much of your money goes toward unnecessary things. Additionally, seek continuous financial education. Reading books on finance, following podcasts, or watching videos from experts can help you expand your knowledge and improve your relationship with money. As you learn more, you will develop a long-term strategic vision, which is essential for financial success. In summary, the fundamentals of financial education are not just about learning to manage numbers, but also about cultivating a mindset focused on growth, discipline, and financial intelligence. By adopting these principles, you will be taking the first steps toward a healthier and more prosperous financial life. Now that we have established the foundation of a smart financial mindset, the next step is learning how to organize your finances. In practice, creating an effective budget and gaining better control over your money. But that is a topic for the next stage of your financial journey, and I am sure you are ready to take this next step. Practical financial organization. Methods to structure your finances, create an effective budget, and maintain control over your money. Now that you have a smart financial mindset, the next step is to organize your finances efficiently. Financial organization is the foundation for achieving stability and financial freedom. Because without control, even the best plans can be sabotaged by a lack of planning. Let's explore how you can structure your finances and adopt an effective budget to maintain constant control over your money. How to structure your finances. The first step is to understand your current financial situation. To do this, it is essential to conduct a thorough analysis of your income and expenses. This can be done using a financial spreadsheet or expense tracking apps. Make a complete assessment of how much you earn monthly and how much you spend. If you don't know where your money is going, you will never be able to manage your finances properly. With this analysis in hand, divide your expenses into categories: housing, transportation, food, health, entertainment, debt, and others. This way, you will have a clear view of where your money is being spent and where there may be room to cut costs. Creating an effective budget. After understanding your income and expenses, the next step is to create a budget that allows you to live within your means. An effective budget aligns your financial goals with your expenses. Here are some essential steps to create your budget. Set your priorities. Identify what is most important to you in the short and long term. This could be paying off debt, saving for an emergency, investing, or even traveling. Your priorities will guide where you should allocate most of your money. Use the 50-30-20 rule. This is a simple approach to organizing your budget. 50% for necessities, such as rent, bills, food, and transportation. 30% for wants, entertainment, hobbies, and personal shopping. 20% for savings and investments, including building an emergency fund and taking the first steps toward investing. Review your variable expenses. Some expenses can be adjusted more easily, such as entertainment or impulsive shopping. Identify where you can cut costs without significantly affecting your quality of life. Regularly, adjust your budget. Your budget should not be fixed and unchangeable. As your financial situation changes, such as a job promotion, increased expenses, or new habits, it's important to review and adjust your budget accordingly. Keeping control of your money, managing your money is an ongoing process that involves not only tracking expenses, but also making adjustments and conscious choices every day. Here are some tips to help you stay in control. Daily or weekly tracking. Use finance apps to record all your expenses, or write them down in a notebook. This helps you avoid surprises at the end of the month and allows you to see where you can improve. Avoid impulsive purchases. Before buying something outside your budget, give yourself some time to think. Ask yourself if you really need it, or if it's just a momentary desire. Build healthy financial habits. Develop habits like setting up automatic transfers to your savings at the beginning of the month, paying off debts first, and prioritizing urgent bills. These small habits make a big difference over time. Using tools to help with organization today. There are many digital tools that can simplify financial management. Some useful apps include Mint, helps track expenses and create monthly budgets. NAB, you need a budget. Ideal for those who want to focus on strict budgeting. Mobiles, useful for managing personal finances and keeping daily spending under control. These tools can help you visualize your expenses clearly and ensure that you stick to your budget more easily. The importance of an emergency fund as part of financial organization. It's crucial to build an emergency fund. This fund serves as a safety net in case of unexpected events, such as job loss, illness, or any unforeseen crisis. Experts recommend saving at least 3 to 6 months' worth of essential expenses to prevent falling into debt during financial hardships. Financial organization in practice. In summary, practical financial organization is about understanding your current financial situation, making adjustments to live within your means, and maintaining discipline in managing your expenses. This creates a solid foundation for achieving long-term financial goals, whether it's paying off debt, making investments, or simply enjoying a more stable and worry-free financial life. Now that you have a clear structure for organizing your finances, the next step is to understand the economy and how it directly impacts your financial decisions, especially in times of crisis. This is the next topic we will explore to ensure you are always prepared to make the best financial choices, regardless of the economic landscape. Understanding the economy to make better decisions, how economic factors impact your financial life, and how to protect yourself in times of crisis. Financial education is not just about managing your money. It also involves understanding the economic factors that influence our daily finances. The global, national, and even local economy has a direct impact on our financial lives, affecting everything from our salaries to loan interest rates and product prices. Understanding these factors is essential for making informed decisions and protecting yourself from economic downturns. How economic factors impact your finances. The economy is constantly evolving and influenced by a variety of factors that can affect personal finances either subtly or abruptly. Some of the most common economic factors that impact our finances include inflation. Inflation is the general increase in the prices of goods and services over time. When inflation rises, the purchasing power of your money decreases, meaning you need more money to buy the same things. This can directly affect your budget and savings. For example, if you have a savings account with a low interest rate, inflation can erode the value of your money over time. Interest rates. Interest rates directly impact loans, financing, and even your savings. If you have high-interest debt or plan to take out a loan, an increase in interest rates can make borrowing much more expensive. On the other hand, if you invest in fixed-income products, higher interest rates can lead to better returns on your investments. Exchange rates and currency value. Exchange rates, or the relationship between different currencies, can directly impact international purchases and travel expenses. If the value of your local currency decreases compared to other currencies, such as the US dollar or the euro, imported products become more expensive, which can affect your budget. Job market. The economic situation can also impact the job market. During times of recession or economic crisis, unemployment rates tend to rise. Understanding the economic landscape can help anticipate job market challenges and even assist in planning an emergency fund or finding new ways to generate income. How to protect yourself in times of crisis. Economic crises can arise in various forms, such as a recession, inflation crisis, political instability, or natural disasters. While we cannot control economic events, we can prepare to face them more effectively. Here are some strategies to protect yourself during a crisis. Diversify your investments. In times of economic uncertainty, it is crucial to diversify your investments to avoid exposure to a single asset or sector. For example, instead of investing only in stocks, you might consider emergency funds, real estate, or even gold, which tend to behave differently during crises. Diversification helps mitigate the risk of significant losses. Emergency fund. Having a well-structured emergency fund is one of the best ways to protect yourself from unforeseen economic events. This fund should be enough to cover 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. During a crisis, this fund becomes crucial to ensure your financial survival in case of loss of income or unexpected increases in expenses. Reduce unnecessary expenses. During an economic crisis, financial priorities should shift. Review your budget and cut out unnecessary spending. Try to reduce consumption of non-essential items and focus on what truly matters for your financial security. This helps ensure that you can maintain your lifestyle without compromising your financial stability. Educate yourself about the market and economy. Staying informed about the economy can help you make wiser decisions. Follow financial news, read about the impact of economic policies on the market, and learn about the behavior of economic sectors. Knowledge is power, and being well-informed allows you to anticipate changes and make quicker, more effective decisions. Set realistic and flexible goals. During a crisis, it is important to be realistic about your financial goals. If your short-term or long-term plans need to be adjusted due to the economic situation, be flexible and don't give up on them. Maintain a balanced outlook, adjusting your goals as necessary, without losing sight of the importance of maintaining financial stability. How to seize opportunities during crises. While economic crises typically bring challenges, they also create opportunities for those who are prepared. For example, during market downturns, many assets become undervalued, which can present an opportunity for those with a long-term perspective. Additionally, crises can lead to changes in the job market, and you may be able to seize new professional opportunities or even start a business in niches that emerge during times of instability. In times of crisis, resilience and adaptability are essential. The ability to adjust your financial plans, explore new sources of income, and learn from difficulties can turn a moment of uncertainty into an opportunity for growth. Understanding how the economy impacts your personal finances and how to protect yourself during crises is a powerful skill. Financial education isn't just about managing your spending and investments, but also about understanding external factors that can directly affect your financial decisions. By preparing for crises and understanding how the market works, you will be able to make more informed decisions and protect yourself, maintaining your financial health in any scenario. Now, with the foundation of practical financial organization and an understanding of economic factors, you are better prepared to move on to the next level: spending control, financial planning, and investing for the future. The next step in your financial journey is ensuring that you keep track of your spending and reach your goals in an intelligent and sustainable way. Let's go. Spending control. How to stop wasting money. Strategies to reduce unnecessary expenses and live within your budget. Spending control is one of the most important pillars of financial education. Often, people struggle to live within their budget due to impulsive spending or unnecessary expenses that, over time, can seriously harm their finances. Taking control of your personal finances starts with being aware of where and how you are spending your money. How to identify and eliminate unnecessary spending. The first step to controlling your spending is understanding where your money is going. Many people don't realize they're spending in areas that aren't essential, or worse, on things that don't have lasting value in their lives. To identify these expenses, follow these steps. Track your spending. The first step is to record everything you spend. Personal finance apps such as Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, or even Excel spreadsheets can be very helpful in this process. Write down every penny you spend, from small coffees to large purchases. This practice helps create a clear picture of your spending habits. Categorize your expenses. After tracking your spending for a period, start categorizing them into essential, such as housing, food, transportation, and non-essential, such as entertainment, impulse purchases, subscriptions for services you don't use. Identifying unnecessary expenses is the first step in controlling them. Review subscriptions and services. Streaming services, phone plans, paid apps, and even subscription clubs can accumulate expenses you may not notice. Review your monthly subscriptions and cancel those that aren't essential. Often, you're paying for services you don't use, and that money can be redirected toward more important goals. Strategies to reduce unnecessary expenses. Now that you've identified where you're overspending, the next step is to take action to reduce these expenses. Here are some effective strategies to cut costs without compromising your quality of life. Avoid impulse purchases. One of the most common ways to spend money unnecessarily is through impulse buying. The trick to controlling this is to avoid the trigger for purchases. This means steering clear of shopping websites when you're not specifically looking for something, or when you're bored. A simple technique is to create a shopping list and only purchase items when you truly need them. Additionally, take some time to reflect before making big purchases. A common rule is to wait 24 hours before making impulsive decisions. Use price comparators and deals. If you need to buy something, research and compare prices first. Websites like Buscapay, Zoom, and Google Shopping help find the best price for the same product. Also, take advantage of promotions, discount coupons, and cashback offers. But be careful not to fall into the trap of unnecessary promotions. Not every sale is a good opportunity if you don't need the item. Reduce fixed costs. Fixed costs, such as rent, utility bills, phone services, and other services, are often not adjusted to our budget. Check if you can renegotiate contracts for services like internet, cable TV, or mobile plans. In some cases, switching to a cheaper plan or exploring alternatives can result in significant savings. Cook at home. Eating out can be one of the biggest budget killers. Preparing meals at home is not only cheaper, but it also offers the possibility of healthier meals. Plan your meals weekly and buy only what is necessary. Additionally, make use of leftovers and avoid waste, a practice that is not only economical, but also sustainable. Use public transport or carpool. If you're spending a lot on fuel or parking, consider more affordable alternatives. Using public transport or carpooling with friends or coworkers can significantly reduce transportation costs. If possible, consider alternatives like biking or working remotely if your profession allows. The power of planning and discipline. Cutting expenses doesn't mean living restrictively, but rather being more mindful of your choices. Financial planning is a crucial tool for this. Here are some practical tips to put into action. Create a budget. A budget is the foundation of financial control. With it, you have a clear plan for where your money should go, prioritizing needs and saving for future goals. There are several methods for creating a budget, but one of the most well-known is the 50-30-20 method, where you allocate 50% for essential expenses, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or investments. Adjust this method according to your needs and priorities. Use the 30-day rule. To avoid impulse purchases, apply the 30-day rule. When you feel the urge to buy something, write it down and give yourself 30 days to evaluate the real need for that purchase. Often, after the reflection period, you'll realize that you didn't really need the item. Set savings goals. Set clear goals for how much you want to save each month. Have a separate savings account and make automatic deposits whenever you receive your paycheck. The discipline of saving regularly will help create a long-term mindset and financial stability. How to create sustainable habits. Spending control should not be seen as a temporary effort, but as the creation of healthy financial habits for life. The key is discipline and consistency, turning small habits into big results. Here are some tips to help create sustainable financial habits. Make regular reviews. Set aside time once a month to review your budget, your expenses, and your progress toward your goals. This allows you to course correct before small mistakes turn into big problems. Continue educating yourself. Financial education is a continuous process. Read books, watch videos, and take courses on personal finance. The more knowledge you have, the easier it will be to make smart financial decisions. Spending control is the foundation for achieving financial health. It requires discipline, organization, and planning. But once you adopt these practices, it will become much easier to live within your budget and reach your financial goals. By cutting unnecessary expenses and focusing on what is essential, you create room to save, invest, and ultimately, achieve financial freedom. Remember, the goal is to spend consciously and strategically, not depriving yourself of everything, but making each expense more meaningful and aligned with your life goals. Now, with control over your spending in hand, you're ready to take the next step: financial planning, setting goals to achieve financial freedom. Let's move forward. Financial planning. How to set goals and achieve them. Tips for setting realistic financial goals and achieving financial freedom. Financial planning is one of the key elements to achieving financial freedom. Without it, it's easy to get lost in daily expenses and momentary desires, making it difficult to reach longer-term and more meaningful goals. To take control of your financial life, you need to plan where you want to go, set clear goals, and create an effective action plan to achieve them. The importance of setting financial goals. Creating financial goals is essential to directing your efforts. Financial goals act as a map that guides your decisions and helps you stay focused. When you set a clear goal, such as buying a house, paying off debt, or accumulating a sum for retirement, it becomes easier to make conscious choices about where to spend, save, or invest. How to set realistic financial goals. The key to achieving your financial goals lies in clarity and realism. To avoid frustration, it is important to follow a few steps to ensure that the goals are attainable. Set SMART goals. One effective way to define goals is by using the SMART method, which means your goal should be S, specific. Define a clear and specific goal. Instead of just save money, say, save $10,000 for an emergency fund. M, measurable. Your goal should be something you can measure. For example, save $500 per month to reach the total amount. A, achievable. The goal should be realistic based on your current financial situation. Avoid goals that are too difficult to achieve, as this can lead to frustration. R, relevant. The goal should align with your life priorities. Ask yourself, will this goal help me achieve my long-term objectives? T, time-bound. Set a specific deadline to achieve the goal. This creates urgency and motivation to accomplish the objective. Break down goals into smaller steps. Big financial goals like buying a house or retirement can seem daunting. Break these large goals into smaller, more manageable objectives. If your goal is to buy a property in 5 years, divide the total amount into monthly installments and add the amount you need to save each month to reach the goal. Prioritize your goals. Not all financial goals are equally urgent. Some are more important in the short term, such as paying off debt, while others are long-term, like investing for retirement. Rank your goals based on their urgency and focus on the most important ones first. Financial planning. How to organize your financial life. After defining your goals, the next step is to create a financial plan to achieve them. This involves organizing your finances and making strategic choices that allow you to reach your objectives. Create a budget. To achieve your financial goals, you need to know where your money is going. Create a detailed budget that includes all your sources of income and monthly expenses. Remember to include both fixed expenses, like rent and utility bills, and variable expenses, like food, leisure, and transportation. A budget will help you visualize your finances, identifying areas where you can cut expenses and redirect money toward your goals. Consider following the 50-30-20 method, where 50% of your income goes to essential needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and investments. Track your expenses managing. Your budget is an ongoing process. Regularly track your expenses to ensure you are staying on plan. There are various digital tools, such as personal finance apps, that can make this monitoring easier. Build an emergency fund. Before you start investing, it is essential to have an emergency fund. This ensures that you have resources to handle unexpected situations without resorting to debt. An emergency fund should cover 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. Pay off your debts. If you have debts, especially high-interest ones like credit cards, paying them off should be a top priority. Eliminate debts before investing, as they can consume a significant portion of your income, making it harder to achieve your financial goals. The importance of saving and investing. With your budget adjusted and debts under control, you should start saving and investing. This is crucial for building wealth and achieving financial freedom. Automate your investments. The best way to ensure you save and invest consistently is to automate your contributions. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings or investment accounts. This makes it harder to give in to the temptation of spending the money. Diversify your investments. Once you have accumulated some savings, start investing. Diversify your investments between fixed income, such as CDs and government bonds, and variable income, stocks, real estate funds. Keep in mind that investment risks vary, so diversification will help protect your wealth. Take advantage of long-term benefits. The earlier you start investing, the more time you will have to benefit from the power of compound interest. Start small if necessary, but start as soon as possible. Monitoring and adjusting your goals. Over time, your financial priorities may change. Review your goals periodically to ensure they are still aligned with your life objectives. As your financial situation evolves, you may want to adjust your plans and targets. Extra tips for achieving financial success. Keep learning. Financial education should never stop. Read books, take courses, and engage with other investors. The financial market is constantly changing, and by staying informed, you can take advantage of new opportunities. Be patient and persistent. Financial freedom is a long-term goal that requires discipline and patience. Celebrate small victories along the way, and stay focused on your goals, even when results take time to appear. Conclusion. Financial planning is the foundation for achieving financial freedom. By setting clear goals, creating a financial plan, and consistently saving and investing, you are building a strong path to financial success. Remember, financial success doesn't happen overnight, but with perseverance, organization, and smart decisions, you can reach your goals and live a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Now that you know how to create an effective financial plan, it's time to put these lessons into practice and take the next step toward financial freedom. Getting out of debt. Smartly. Effective methods to pay off debt. Quickly and avoid falling into it. Again, debt can be a major obstacle to anyone's financial health. It not only consumes your income, but also your peace of mind. The good news is that you can eliminate debt strategically and intelligently without making extreme sacrifices or compromising your quality of life. Let's explore the best ways to pay off your debts quickly and prevent future financial setbacks. Understand the type of debt you have. The first step to getting out of debt is to fully understand your financial obligations. This includes knowing the total amount owed, interest rates, and payment deadlines. There are two main types of debt you might have. Short-term debt. These have shorter repayment periods, such as credit cards, overdrafts, and personal loans. Long-term debt. These have longer repayment periods, such as car loans or mortgages. Additionally, it is important to assess the interest rates applied to each debt. High-interest debts, such as credit cards and overdrafts, should be prioritized since they grow rapidly. Set a priority for your debts to pay off your debts efficiently you need to establish a clear priority order. There are two popular methods for doing this. Snowball method. In this approach, you pay off the smallest debts first, regardless of interest rates. The idea is that eliminating smaller debts creates a sense of achievement, which keeps you motivated. Once you clear the smaller debts, you move on to the larger ones. Avalanche method. With this approach, you prioritize debts with the highest interest rates, regardless of their total amount. While initial progress may be slower compared to the snowball method, this saves more money in the long run, as you'll be paying less in interest. Both methods have advantages, and the best approach is to choose the one that best suits your financial profile and motivation. Renegotiate your debts. Renegotiating your debts is a key strategy to reduce interest rates and extend repayment terms. When renegotiating, you can request a discount for paying off the debt in full. Try to lower the interest rates applied to the debt. Extend the repayment period, which can reduce the monthly installment amount. If you have debts with banks or financial institutions, contact them directly and explain your financial situation. Many lenders prefer to renegotiate rather than lose the full payment. Be honest about your situation and show that you are committed to repaying your debt. Create a strict budget. One of the biggest pitfalls that lead people back into debt is lack of proper financial control. To avoid this, create a detailed and strict budget, which includes defining how much you can afford to pay toward debts each month. Monitoring your expenses to ensure they stay within your budget limits. Setting aside a specific amount for savings to prevent future debt. When creating a budget, include all your essential expenses, such as food, housing, and transportation, and then determine how much you can allocate toward debt repayment. The rest of your money should be directed toward long-term goals and emergencies. Avoid accumulating new debt once you have started paying off your debts. Avoid taking on new ones. To achieve this, follow these strategies. Cut unnecessary expenses. Review your monthly expenses and eliminate anything non-essential. This includes dining out, impulse purchases, and unused subscriptions. Stop using credit cards. Avoid using your credit card until your debts are fully paid off. While it can be useful in some cases, misuse can lead to financial trouble. Build an emergency fund. Having an emergency fund can help prevent the need for loans in unexpected situations. Start with a small amount and gradually increase it, until you have enough to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. Take advantage of favorable events. There are times when you can use financial opportunities in your life to speed up debt repayment. Receiving bonuses, tax refunds, or inheritances. Use these funds to pay off part of your debt or to settle a high-interest debt first. Selling unnecessary items. If you have items you no longer use, such as clothes, furniture, or even vehicles, consider selling them to earn extra money and reduce your debt. Seek professional help if necessary. If you feel overwhelmed by debt or struggle to manage it on your own, seeking professional help is essential. Financial advisors, debt negotiation attorneys, and financial education services can guide you toward better decisions. In some cases, you may need to resort to debt mediation, or even a legal debt review if your situation is too complex. However, these solutions should be considered only as a last resort. Stay focused on the long-term. Paying off debt can be challenging and requires effort and patience. It's important not to get discouraged, especially when progress seems slow. Throughout the process, always keep in mind the benefits of a balanced financial life: freedom of action, less stress, and stronger financial health. Stay motivated by focusing on the future you are building, a future where debt no longer controls your life. Getting out of debt is a challenge, but with the right strategies, discipline, and patience, it is completely achievable. By understanding the type of debt you have, renegotiating, creating a budget, and staying focused, you will be on the right path to financial freedom. Avoid setbacks, and over time, you will reach a new financial level where peace of mind and security are within your reach. How to start investing from scratch and make your money work for you. A beginner's guide to investments, from fixed income to stocks investing, may seem overwhelming for beginners, but it is one of the most effective ways to build wealth over time. The key is to take informed and strategic first steps. Let's explore how you can start investing from scratch and make your money work for you, with clear and accessible explanations for beginners. Understand what investments are and why. You should invest. Investing means allocating a portion of your money into a financial asset with the goal of earning future returns. This is different from simply saving because when you invest, your money has the opportunity to grow, whether through interest, dividends, or asset appreciation. The main reason to invest is to make your money work for you, instead of leaving it in a checking account where it loses value over time due to inflation. Investing allows you to increase your wealth exponentially over the years. Define your goals and investor profile. Before you start investing, it's essential to define your financial goals. This will help you choose the best investment options for your needs. Some common goals include retirement, investing to secure a comfortable retirement in the future; buying a property, saving money to purchase a house or apartment; education, setting aside funds for your children's education or your own college tuition. Additionally, you need to identify your investor profile. There are three main types: conservative, prefers lower risk investments, accepting lower returns in exchange for greater security; moderate, seeks a balance between risk and return, accepting a reasonable level of risk for higher potential gains; aggressive, willing to take on more risks in pursuit of higher returns, investing in more volatile assets. These factors will determine the type of investment that best suits your profile and goals. Start with low-risk investments. Fixed income for beginners. Fixed income investments are an excellent entry point. They offer more predictable returns and less volatility, making them safer for newcomers. Treasury Direct, Tesoro Direto. One of the most popular and secure fixed income options. When you invest in Treasury Direct, you're lending money to the government, which in return promises to pay you back with interest after a certain period. CDBs, Certificates of Deposit, issued by banks. These also offer fixed returns with security similar to Treasury Direct. The risk is slightly higher than with Treasury, but it is still relatively low. LCIs, LCAs, real estate and agribusiness credit bills. These investments are also considered safe and offer tax exemptions on the earnings. The main advantage of fixed income investments is predictability. You know exactly how much you'll receive at the end of the period. However, the return is typically lower than other types of investments, such as variable income. Explore variable income. The potential for higher returns. If you are already somewhat familiar with investments and are willing to take on a bit more risk, variable income might be your next step. Stocks. Buying stocks means acquiring a small part of a company. The value of your stock can rise or fall depending on the company's performance and market conditions. Stocks can also generate dividends, which are portions of the profits distributed to shareholders. Real estate investment funds, FIIs. These are funds that invest in real estate and distribute the rental profits to investors. They are a way to invest in the real estate market without needing to buy a physical property. ETFs, exchange-traded funds. These are funds that replicate the performance of an index, such as the IBOVSPA. They offer diversification and are a good way to invest in a portfolio of stocks with lower risk than buying individual stocks. Variable income investments can offer high returns, but also carry higher risks. This means your money can increase or decrease in value unpredictably, depending on economic conditions and the financial market. Diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. One of the most important strategies in investing is diversification. This means not putting all your money into a single type of investment. Instead, spread your resources across different assets, such as stocks, fixed income, real estate funds, etc. Diversification helps reduce risk. If one of your investments loses value, others may be gaining, balancing out the losses. This allows you to protect yourself against market volatility. Understand the costs and taxes of investments. Before investing, it is important to understand the costs involved, such as management fees, brokerage fees, and taxes. These costs can reduce your profits, so choose investment platforms that offer favorable conditions for your profile. Additionally, taxes on investments vary depending on the type of investment. In Brazil, for example, fixed income investments are taxed by income tax, with rates ranging from 15% to 22.5%, depending on how long you hold the investment. Be patient and have a long-term vision. Investing is not a way to get rich quickly. In most cases, the process is gradual and requires patience. Long-term investments tend to have better returns because the financial market can be volatile in the short term, but tends to stabilize and grow over the years. Set clear goals and remain disciplined. Avoid acting impulsively, especially during market downturns, and be patient to allow your investments to appreciate over time. Starting to invest may seem challenging, but with the right strategy, it's possible to achieve significant financial returns over time. Start slowly by choosing low-risk options, such as fixed income, and gradually increase your investment portfolio as you gain confidence and knowledge. Remember to diversify, understand the costs and taxes involved, and most importantly, be patient in order to reach your financial goals. With dedication, you will see your money grow and work for you, providing a more secure and prosperous financial future. If you enjoyed this content and are ready to take the first steps towards your financial future, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any important tips to help you achieve your financial goals. And of course, turn on the notification bell to receive updates whenever we have new videos filled with valuable strategies for your success. Comment below with any questions or topics you'd like to learn more about. And together, we'll build a journey of prosperity. See you in the next video.